What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Man Bites Film, episode 111.
Yeah, 111.
As always, I'm your host, Branden. Joining me is my man that almost broke his ribs, Mr. William.
Not like the Marilyn Manson style.
If you ever have the chance of like fucking up your ribs, whether it's bruising them, hair fracture, or breaking them, I highly don't recommend it. One out of 5 stars.
Actually, William, what were you doing in the tub that you broke your ribs?
Naomi knows. Don't worry about it. She'll tell you later.
As always, the man that loves poking fun and making everything so much worse, Lewis.
And talking about hairline fractures.
Is that like a hair joke to yourself?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I was like, huh? All right, guys.
At this point, he wants anything with hair in it so that he can cover his bald spot.
Exactly. A yarmulke and everything. I'm thinking about converting to Judaism for that.
Oh, my God.
I couldn't say the joke last week, you know? We're doing Schindler's List. I can't talk about Jews with Schindler's List.
You really can't. Other than you almost breaking your ribs, William, and of course you, Lewis, also, is there anything new and exciting going on in your lives?
I almost broke my ribs?
No. I said, other than breaking your ribs, and of course also you, Lewis, because I'm talking to everybody here, is there anything exciting going on in either of your lives?
I started a new job, and my brain's like kind of mush right now.
Oh, great.
Your brain's always much, so nothing.
A little bit more than usual.
I started playing this fucking game, and it's insanely good.
Yeah. Is that the one that I saw you on when I subbed?
No. So this game came out on last Friday. William, you can play this game because you have a PS4. And I think you would like this, Lewis. It's called Ghost of Tsushima. It's a samurai. No, it's a samurai game. That takes place on the island of Tsushima, and basically it's like late 12th century, and you're this samurai that is basically trying to save his uncle, and also like repel this like Mongol like force that is Mongol, like the Mongols. Shut the fuck up, Jesus Christ, man! It's like a 5-year-old. I swear to God. And it's cool because you can play the game in English. Japanese, but the one mode that I think you would appreciate, Lewis, is they have a black and white mode called the Kurosawa mode.
Oh shit, that's awesome.
And they actually sat down with the Kurosawa estate to make that.
Oh, that's pretty cool, man.
Dude, it feels like a fucking like one of his movies. It's insanely cool.
Speaking of, I'm actually going to make Naomi watch at least one Kurosawa film this weekend, because we're going to be doing something on Midnight Movie Nerds related to Japanese cinema. So,
which one are you making her watch?
I don't know. It all depends on how she treats me in the next few days.
Well, my thing would be like, make her watch, Seven Samurai, but that's a really long movie.
I'm thinking about Dreams, maybe.
She's dating Lewis. I mean, she's in for a very long relationship.
Lewis, why are you showing your dreams, bro? You have fucking Ron, Yojimbo, fucking Hidden Fortress. Like, why that one?
I think that it has the most eclectic taste.
Show her Hidden Fortress. I think she'll actually like that.
She doesn't like Star Wars that much.
So?
It's the story of fucking Star Wars.
Who gives a shit? But it's not Star Wars at the end of the day.
It's Star Wars.
It's fucking samurai. Like, what?
Or, give her a list of the name of the movies with synopsis and let her fucking pick.
No, that's not as fun.
But honestly, you guys should check the game out, dude. Like, just a video. It is fucking breathtaking.
What's it called?
Ghost of Tsushima. It came out last.
Like message that to me because I'm gonna look up like sushi ghosts and not
Ghost of Sushi.
Be like, that's the fish that I ate last night. I am so sorry.
But yeah, it's cool because like I said, you could have it in either English dubbed or Japanese like subbed, and I think the actors and actresses did both. Like they got Asian like Japanese actors and actresses that can speak both English and
we'll
of course
get into
Japanese.
that when we do the main review and when I'm going to review mine, because I got a whole ass bone to pick with that shit.
Welcome guys to ironically, I love that on my week it lands on fucking anime.
And that was not rigged.
That was not rigged.
It really wasn't. Because like even like I don't know if we posted the video, but like even if you look at the video, literally it spun twice and both times landed on anime.
Yeah.
If it lands on anime for me, I'm gonna ask for a respin.
No. So what I think we should do is if it lands on the same thing from last week, let's just respin. Because that's not fair, or that's kind of not fair, but it's boring. Let's have some variety.
Change it up. Speaking of changing, actually, we are not able to do Spiel Binge this week.
I wasn't about to say anything or anything, but it's all good.
William, please speak your mind. What were you going to say?
I was saying, I know it's not film related, but welcome back to a smidge of normalcy as baseball season starts today.
Did it?
5 games, and then they're going to go into the playoffs. So basically, they're picking up where the season would be at this point, which would be about 65 games away from the end of the season.
How do you social distance if you're trying to tag somebody with a ball?
You don't. In that case,
you don't. But if you've been watching preseason, they're actually wearing masks while they play.
Oh, that's gonna end well.
Yeah, somebody's gonna fucking pass out. Someone's gonna pass out from like a lock of oxygen. Just gonna be like,
I can't see.
You remember, like these athletes, they're conditioned to be like, like they condition themselves in a lot worse than what they play in. So.
Yeah, they've been practicing underwater breathing techniques.
But what's funny is that like ESPN released the odds to win the 2020, and a friend of mine screenshot the odds to win the 2020 National League East, right?
Mm-hmm.
Braves are a plus 160. So obviously the smaller the number, the better your chance.
Please, thank you for explaining that, because I honestly didn't know, so thank you.
The Nationals are coming at 240, which is still not bad. The Mets and the Phillies come in at 300 and 400, respectively.
Goddamn.
And no, wait for it. I can't fucking laugh. My rib cage. Sorry. The fucking Florida Marlins come in at 10,000 plus. So
they're still better than the Cubs.
Been mathematically eliminated from even making it to not even the postseason, just winning their division.
I was gonna ask, like, since you said that they're picking up exactly where they left off, doesn't that mean that everybody has a shot of reaching the playoffs?
Everybody has a shot, but it's still going to be the same way than a regular season. So, the top teams from each division automatically go in, and then there's the wild card teams, which are like whatever the records are. But then there's teams that like I'm a Red Sox fan. We're not going to have a great season. We're not. This is literally going to be a rebuilding season. We got rid of just about every player, every great player that we have. Basically, the New York Yankees are going to win the AL East because the Sox ain't going to do shit. The Blue Jays ain't really going to do shit.
The Yankees are the same shit like the Patriots.
Orioles, and we all know the Orioles never do shit. So
the Yankees are like the New England Patriots. Is that fucking that team that you're just like,
no, not anymore.
Dynasty status.
Because the New York Yankees, for the first time in history, and I will always love this statistic for the rest of my life, have gone for the first time, gone 10 years without winning a championship.
Wow, really?
Since 2004, when they had that Uber choke against Boston, the Red Sox are up 4 World Series to none against the Yankees. So, I'm loving that stat.
All right. So, okay, other than baseball, as Louis was saying, if you guys listen, of course, we start every week with Spiel Binge, but this week Zach couldn't join us, so we're going to do something a little bit different. So you and Naomi, who is the fucking host of this segment, you guys explain the rules, because I don't know how this is going to go.
Go ahead, Naomi.
Okay, so we are going to play a Man Bites film version of Catchphrase. where we're going to test the movie boys' attention to detail in the movies by giving them 5 clues, and they have to guess the title of the movie that the clues are referencing. Does that make sense to everybody?
Shenanigans.
Okay, are we playing against each other, or is this like...
You are. It's for the battle of the glory of the, who knows the movie better. But it's attention to detail that's going to do it. Why am I on camera right now?
I don't know.
So they have no way of saying that this is rigged in any way or form.
Okay, for anyone listening, I don't know what she's going to ask us. I'm calling it. I'm going to be absolutely fucking terrible at this. I have a feeling. So let's go.
No, I'm ready. You guys are going to do good. So
also, this is horrible lighting. Everybody knows if you're going to be on camera to have the light coming from the front, not from the back. Come on, Lord.
my excellent video person right here next to me. Come on.
Oh, seriously. There we go. Okay, the
lamp helped to play pool. Oh my god.
All right, so as soon as you figure out the movie title, call it out, all right? You don't need to wait for me to finish the clues up.
Okay.
All right. You guys ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So for the first movie, I'm going to start listing these clues off. Ohio. Westerberg High School. Lug bullets. K. Sarah. Veronica Sawyer.
I'm drawing a fucking blank on this one, boys, so take it away.
You are right, Lewis. It is Heathers.
Son of a bitch.
And yet you didn't say anything.
Oh, I was trying to remember the name of the movie.
All right.
Wait. Yeah, when do they play Que Sera Sera in fucking Heathers?
They play it for pretty much the whole song, yeah.
At the start of the movie.
Yeah.
Do they really? Holy shit.
That actually threw me off because the moment you went Que Sera Sera, Doris Day started playing in my head. Are we going that far back in movies? Holy shit.
God, I love that song. That song is so beautiful. Okay, sorry.
All right. So Lewis got the first one. Are we ready for the next one?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Burkittsville, Maryland. Coffin Rock. Woods. Documentary. Witch.
Blair Witch Project.
I'm going to say Brandon. And you
get suck mine, bro.
All right. Next one. Reporter. Rats. Plantation, Claudia,
Witches,
Lestat.
Oh,
Interview the Vampire.
Interview the Vampire. Yay!
Are we 3 for 3? Each of us has. Wait, Lewis. I feel like you're oddly fucking quiet. Are you giving us a shot here, bud?
No, I'm not.
No, he's completely effing stumped. He's like, what? Details are not his thing. So
okay. So we're. So it's up to 5, right? So each of us has 1.
You're tied up right now.
Right.
And I'm going to tell you, if either of you win this, I'm going to make him watch all 8 Harry Potter movies.
I'm telling you,
no, he's not.
I am. Like, make him watch horse movies. That'll be a good one. That'll teach him.
No, it is retribution for the fact that last week he gave a 7 to Funny Thing Happens on the way to the forum after calling it glorious. What the hell was that?
Welcome to Dating Lewis.
Exactly.
Believe me, I know. All right, so let's do. Okay, so we're gonna do the next one. 2 mice, Montrechard, France, hand ratty, counterfeit.
Catch Me If You Can.
Yes, there you go. Whoa, look at that.
Hey.
Damn.
See, I told you. I
once you said the name hand ratty, I was like, that's fucking Catch Me If You Can.
All right.
Beat me to that one. I was like,
hey.
God damn it.
Yeah, Lewis, fuck at this. All right, next one. 563 miles. High rollers. Squirrel. I Love Lucy.
Well,
Klaus Barbie.
Oh my god. Rat Race. Fuck. God damn it. I was thinking Mallrats. I was like, no, that's not right.
All right. So Brandon and Lewis are tied up, so I'm going to have a tiebreaker. All right? And this one is an ode to something that I know you both have seen. So,
okay.
Phoenix, used car, birds, hotel, shower.
Psycho.
Son of a bitch. I was like, God damn it.
Oh, and Lewis takes the win. How could you guys do this to me?
It's okay.
I told you, shenanigans. He memorized the order she was going in.
No. It's fine.
But but the Psycho is a throwback to my favorite MBF video, so I had to throw that one in there for you guys.
Come on, Brandon, you remember that one?
Yes, I do.
That train wreck where you farted at the beginning?
It was glorious.
Did I fart?
No.
Well, we didn't give a flying fuck about anything. Oh boy.
Was it him that farted or was it me?
It was him.
I think it was probably you. What? Was it me?
I mean, my money's on Lewis.
All right, that was actually fun. I did much better than I thought I was gonna do, and I'm actually surprised that Lewis didn't get all of them. So it's nice to see that I got some. William
Thank you,
got
Naomi.
some.
You're welcome.
Thank you. We should actually. I would like to do this if for whatever reason Zach cannot come on in future episodes.
Yeah,
this would be fun.
I'm down.
I'm down. So. Stay tuned at this quick break when we come at you live with the main review of our show, Mirai. However, if you want to be a weeb. Weeb is like Mirai.
Welcome to an exploration of sight and mind, a travel through the world of films and the artists that bring you these masterpieces. Do you love films, directors, actors, cinematographers, editors, composers, or any of the hundreds of artists that bring you these feats of art? I am Branden Lacau, your host into the world of films, your guide to Man Bites Retro.
Mirai is it was actually nominated for an Academy Award for Best Animated Feature at the 91st Academy Awards. I guess not 2018, 2019.
How the fuck it lost to Boss Baby, I don't fucking know.
I don't either. Because if you can say anything about this movie visually is very stunning. I think it's visually stunning.
It was all right. There's sequences that were really well done. Like the storytelling, I could see why it didn't win an award. I wouldn't agree with it losing to Boss Baby, but I think that just the story was all over the place and it was a complete clutterfuck of a storyline. And I understand that a lot of animes are like this and they follow this format, but for a Western audience it is extremely confusing and jarring.
I don't think it's confusing. It's just this little kid that, like, it's never... So, okay, let's go into the plot of the movie. Mirai is about this little 4-year-old kid called Kun. His mom and his dad get home with his new baby sister, her name is Mirai. And basically, he's like any other small kid. He's jealous of the attention that his baby sister is getting.
Yep.
So, but as the movie progresses, he starts which you don't know if it's real or if it's just his imagination because he's a child.
Really?
He starts.
I thought it was real.
Bro, it's anime, dude. Like, it could be anything, really. Like, it's like fucking Spirited Away. Like, her parents turn into pigs, dude. It's anime. You know, it could be
but
real.
Still, it's like, no, it started off with a basis in reality, and it's like, it's strongly based in reality, and then the kid's fantasies are obviously only happening in the garden, and it's only when he walks into the garden, so it's the trigger point. And that's what I'm talking about. Like, this can easily confuse a Western audience because it's not a normal type of movie progression that a Western audience is used to.
I remember you said the same thing about Your Name.
Yeah, but I liked Your Name a lot.
I know. I remember you liked Your Name, but it's funny how you've always I feel like it's a recurring thing that you talk about.
Well, because it is very jarring, and the same thing with Kurosawa. Even Kurosawa movies are very jarring, and those are considered more Western than most Japanese movies. And it's still jarring, the storytelling style.
I think it's the pacing of the movie because one thing I personally have, like I said, and like anybody that listens, I love anime. But anime has this problem to me that I can't binge it for too long because I start getting bored. It's the pacing of anime is really weird comparing it to like an American, kids television show. Like I can watch Like when I was watching Rebels when Disney Plus first came out, I would watch like over 10 episodes a day, and I was like, yo, I'm fine with this. Totally okay. Because the pacing is quick. It keeps you on your toes constantly. No, anime is just like, all right, we're going to slow down to like a fucking crawl. And I'm like,
oh,
please.
We'll get into that in my individual review.
Please. I'm actually very curious to see what you guys have to bring to the individual reviews.
I pulled the William on this one, honestly.
What do you mean?
What's that supposed to mean?
Yeah, what the hell does that mean?
You'll see when we get to it.
All right, so William, I know you had some problems with the movie. I would like to hear like what your problems were.
Okay, so I'm going to start by saying this is not a bad movie. It's a good movie with a very good premise. The fact that you realize that basically it's like a magic garden where he can travel through time, or just like, you know, like the fact that the first person that he meets is the dog, but it's in human form, which was actually kind of cool until he takes the dog's tail and sticks it in his butt and becomes half dog. He
sticks it in his butt. He sticks it like on his back, dude.
What I mean, like the angle definitely looks like he stuck it in his butt, but
it's in his butt.
Fucking kids movie, dude. I doubt he stuck a fucking like butt plug in his ass, you know, for fucking tail.
It is not my cup of tea. So I'm not taking anything away from the movie because the movie itself is a well done movie. To me, it just felt like it really, really, really dragged. And it's only like a 98-minute movie, and I got to the point where I was like, all right, I'll watch half the movie now, and then take a break, watch the other half movie later today.
Yeah.
It was like the other day.
I had to do the same thing.
When I thought that they had finally reached the midway point, I went to pause it, and it was maybe 25 minutes in. And I'm like, are you serious? But I mean, like, the fact that so much happened in just 25 minutes is not a bad thing. It's just like, I could not connect with this movie whatsoever. Like, I don't know. There was nothing that I was just kind of like, oh, okay, this caught my attention. Let's see where this goes. And it was just like, oh, like, what's next? All right, let's go, let's move. And it was just like,
I'll agree with you. Towards the end, like when the movie reached like an hour and 10, I was like, all right, like, come on. It started to drag a bit much.
I thought it dragged at the beginning, and then it picked up when he went to go meet his grandfather. That's where I got really intrigued, and I got more invested in the movie when the kid wasn't such a whiny little bitch.
Oh my god, the characters at the beginning of the movie were just pissing me the fuck off.
I know.
He's a 4-year-old kid.
I know he is. I know he's a 4-year-old kid.
The father trying the best that he can while still getting yelled at by the mother, and the kid's still running around screaming. I'm like...
No, but let's be honest. The guy's an idiot. Come on.
The dad?
Yeah. The dad's kind of a joke.
The dad is just... He's oblivious because, like, unfortunately, he worked during... You know, when his firstborn was a kid, like
I'm sorry, there's oblivious and there's complete and utterly useless. And this man was kind of, at the beginning, he was very useless. He had no idea what he was doing at all. And it's like, yes, granted, most people don't know what they're doing, but you could figure it out by using common sense. This man didn't. It's like, dude, come on. He pissed me off a lot. At the beginning,
I would love their house though. That tree in the middle, that's pretty dope.
Yeah, no, but honestly, the movie does get better. It does. You have to stick with it for the first 45 minutes. Once you get past that point, it does progress. It does get more entertaining, and the story actually develops. It develops the characters.
Like when you have to like push through literally half of the movie. Because the movie, it's like an hour and a half. If you don't count, 4 or 5 minutes of credits.
Credits, yeah.
But it's like when you have to push through half the movie just to get to the second half, it's like finally picking up. I love the whole arc with the grandfather. Like
that was my favorite part.
That was beautiful. That was to me that was the best part of the movie.
Yeah, same here.
You know, and even kind of like when he meets himself at the train station and he's trying to like talk himself out of getting on that train. Okay, like that was good, but to me there was like not enough points to keep me entertained and to keep me like really like wanting to see how this ends. But again, this is literally one of those categories that I call it's me, not you, because the movie itself is not a bad movie. It's just not my cup of anime movie, and I've been watching anime. Like I was a kid watching 70s animes, so like I've seen all sorts of different takes. This was just like it was like you know, to somebody saying like I love One Punch Man, you should watch One Punch Man. It really does nothing for me. Or there's the other one which I forget what the name is. Not the one where the ninjas are running all funny.
Naruto?
Yeah, not that one. There's one where it's like the kid's wearing like a straw hat and like
One Piece.
One Piece. I tried watching a few episodes of One Piece. It's just not, you know. And next on my list to try and get into is Avatar because I really want to learn about this. And
Korra's coming to Netflix, dude.
Yeah, it is.
I know.
Oh my god, and William, you've never seen
this? I've seen a few episodes of Avatar here and there, but I never sat down and watched it all the way through. And I'm going to try and get myself into that. And I'm hoping that it will catch me right away, where I'm like, okay, cool. There's like 120 episodes of Avatar.
No, it's not that many.
There's like 50 something in Avatar. Both series have like 50 something episodes.
Yeah, they're not
long. They're really not long.
Like 100. There's about like 100 episodes.
Yeah, William. So give it. The first season is a little slow because it's developing the backstory, but give it till like about episode 3 or 4 before it really kicks into gear. And once you get into episode 4 or 5. If you're not hooked, then you're not going to enjoy the rest of the series, I think.
So I will give it like 10 episodes.
I would say the same thing about One Piece. One Piece is this. I tried
One Piece. I couldn't do it. I couldn't. I watched, I think, 7 episodes, and I was like, I'm done. This is not my cup of tea.
One Piece is awesome, and Oda, the creator, is incredible. My man like sets things up that you're like, what the fuck? Actually, speaking of, we are recording this on the 22nd. If I'm not mistaken, today is the 23rd anniversary of One Piece starting.
Jeez.
23 years ago, 1997.
Sake.
Yeah, One Piece is great. It's just, it does take a bit to like start up. And I've come to the conclusion that you guys just don't like anime like that, which is fine. Or William does, but you particularly don't.
Yeah, I mean, like
that's fine.
I'm struggling to find a modern anime, because like I said, like I grew up on what's now considered either classic or old school anime, where like I name off names and people are looking at me going, I have no idea what you're talking about. No, but I know that they're real because I watched these shows, I watched these series. I wasn't, invested as a kid. And then I get to Dragon Ball Z, and everybody's like, "Oh my God, DBZ, the best anime ever!" Is it? No, is it? It's a great anime. It's an amazing anime. It's the most well-known anime. Is it the best anime ever? I'm gonna go with no.
I'll say this: Dragon Ball Z. I love Dragon Ball Z, but
gateway drug.
It's the dumbest fucking anime on the face of this earth.
It is gateway drug for everybody.
Yeah, for a lot of people. I think Dragon Ball is better, but that's just my opinion.
Oh God, no!
Dragon Ball had like some really good story arcs.
Dragon Ball's incredible, dude.
And
I tried getting into that, I couldn't.
Yeah, because you're not there jerking off to Vegeta in your little corner.
So, William, Legend of Korra is actually coming out August 14th.
August 14th, yeah.
That should give me enough time to try and watch, since I'm going to be bedridden for like the next 2 weeks.
So Mirai, my favorite part of Mirai was like the ending when he starts like seeing the flashes of all the people he's met, like when his grandfather's in the water during the World War II battle. You don't like that part?
Nah.
I don't know. The movie was okay. I think visually the movie is stunning.
I think I agree with you on that. I probably would give this.
Here it comes.
Probably go with like a 7, honestly.
Oh shit!
It is entertaining. It's just it takes a minute to get into. And like I said at the beginning, I said that the film is not accessible to a Western audience. Then again, I enjoy movies that aren't easily accessible. So it's not that I didn't enjoy the movie. I just don't think I could recommend this as a movie for most people. That's what I was getting at the beginning.
I can see that. In general, I think anime is just like tricky like thing for people to get into. I feel like if you didn't grow up watching anime, it's very hard for you to get into it. There's like specific things like William, Lewis and I have talked about it. We have a episode about it on Candlelit Blowjobs. But Your Name or Kimi no Nawa in Japanese, that movie is beautiful. It's the highest grossing anime movie of all time. Lewis owns it on his Vudu. Please do yourself a favor and watch that movie.
Yeah.
That movie's fucking incredible.
Is it streaming anywhere else other than Vudu?
It is not, unfortunately. Unfortunately, which I was going to talk to you off air, to you specifically, Lewis, is unfortunately anime doesn't have a lot of movies streaming.
It really doesn't.
It's more shows than anything.
Because I was looking through and I was like, wow, this doesn't have that many movies. And I was like, okay, let me try to figure out something.
Like the two streaming services that have like a really, really, really good selection, and I'm not even talking about movies, is of course Crunchyroll, because it's an anime streaming service. And ironically, Hulu has a very good selection of movies.
Really?
And anime. Yeah. They have like Akira.
Really?
They have Akira. They have fucking Grave of the Fireflies.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Hulu has a pretty good selection.
You do.
And that's the only service I didn't check. God
yeah.
damn.
Netflix has a decent selection, and so does Amazon, but definitely Hulu and Crunchyroll.
I think Netflix is also more like movies that we may have heard of before. So by American Western audience considered mainstream versus Hulu that you have to be a little bit of a connoisseur to know what kind of movie that is or what you're getting yourself into.
Yeah. But, that's why when I saw Mirai on Netflix, I was like, wow, because I had been wanting to watch this movie and I just never got around to it. And then I saw that it was on Netflix. And don't get me wrong, there's some like hidden gems on Netflix, like Castle Cagliostro. That movie's godlike. Like, that movie's incredible. But overall, their selection is just not great.
So what would you give this movie, Brandon?
A 7. It was enjoyable. It had its parts where I just was like, I thought it dragged a little bit.
Agreed.
Towards the end. But I think
you, William?
The animation is top notch.
Yeah.
So for the movie itself, I would agree with Brandon and give it about a 7. For me watching the movie, I would probably give it about a 5.
Damn.
Like, I didn't hate it. I didn't love it. It was there. It was a thing. I watched it. I know about it now. So it's literally like, to me, a 5 is like neutral. So, like, I'm giving it like a 5.
Okay.
All right.
If Zach was here, he would have given it a 2.
You would have given it a 0, probably. You know, speaking of Zach, if you listen to our show, if you don't, I would love to hear, because like we've never brought up like a Ghibli film. I wonder if he likes Ghibli movies, like those, you know, like an anime film, quote unquote, like anime cinema. I wonder if he likes
Your
that.
Name. Your Name.
Yeah, like Your Name, the Ghibli movies. I wonder if he's into that, or if he's just like, fuck that shit too. I don't know. That'd be pretty interesting to hear his opinion. But stay tuned at this quick break when we come at you never live with the final segment of our show, the individual reviews.
Yeah.
As the songs of awakening rang through, the world was created. The silence was broken.
Middle-earth, with its rolling hills, broken mountains, flowing rivers, and beautiful forest, was created.
Cellar Door is a journey into the mythology, the mystery, and the beauty of Middle-earth. Sit back.
Close your eyes.
And imagine.
All right, guys, welcome back for the final segment of our show, the individual reviews. I'm going to be going first. Ironically, I talked so much shit about Netflix in our previous segment, but I'm reviewing something on Netflix.
So am I.
It's a show. Shit. Oh, fuck.
Okay, thank God.
Okay. It's a show. It is 12 episodes. It's going to be coming back for another season next year. And this show is fucking weird. It's called Dorohedoro. Doro. So it without pronouncing it like my a weeb. Dorohedoro. So Dorohedoro. So Dorohedoro is about a guy named Kaiman who has a lizard head, and he lives in a world called the Hole. And in this world, sorcerers come from another world through these like doors that act as portals. And the sorcerers basically fuck with the people in the hole and kill them and do fucking weird shit with their magic on them and all this bullshit. So
these guys fuck with the hole and something comes out of the hole.
No,
this is how you're describing the movie.
The world that Kaiman and his friend, the other main character, who's this blonde chick called Nikaido, they both live in a world called the Hole. Okay, so the sorcerers live in another world, but they use these doors as portals to traverse to the Hole, right? That sounds so horrible. And while they're there, they like do experiments on the people because the sorcerers have magic, of course. It's like this black like dust that comes out of like their fingertips, and everybody's different. Like one of the girls can like repair people. Like if they're all fucked up, she can like breathe on them and they get repaired. Some guy can turn people into mushrooms. So Kaiman, the main character, is trying to figure out who turned his head into a lizard head, because he's not a lizard. And the show is fucking weird. It's like a fever dream. It's basically like S&M and fucking like just like metal as fuck. That's how I describe this show, because all the sorcerers wear these fucking weird masks.
Yeah, I see like, one has like a heart shape.
Yes, yeah. That's one of the other main characters. He's a sorcerer. His name is Shin. He wears like a heart mask, and then the show, I'm telling you, is weird. It's like a fever dream. It's definitely not for children. It is extremely violent, like extremely violent. These people are fucking cutting up people and beating people to death. It's just really. It's a Netflix original show. So when I say Netflix original, it's not that they made the anime for Netflix. Is that just Netflix has the streaming rights to it? So this aired on Japanese television or wherever the fuck it aired, and then for streaming purposes here in America and maybe some other parts of the world, Netflix has that. So I had a blast watching the show. It's weird. It's very fucking weird, and like I said, you just feel like you're on drugs the entire time. Like you're just awesome. Tripping balls. And I had a blast.
Reminds me of Mandy.
I had a blast. It's 12 episodes. It's short. There's going to be more. Definitely, if you have children, don't watch this in front of them. They'll be scared. It's very, very violent. And it's something. It's an anime like nothing I've ever seen before.
Yeah. It's
just very dark and weird.
It reminds me of like at least the animation style. From what I'm seeing, it looks like heavy metal. Like that anime.
Yeah. So it's like a mixture of CGI and normal like 2D animation. The characters sometimes are CGI, Like, if I'm not mistaken, Kaiman, I think his head, like his lizard head, is like slightly CGI and whatnot. The characters are likable. Even the bad guys are likable. Like, my favorite character is this really buff chick called Noi. She's just fucking great. She's basically the heart guy, his partner, and she wears like this purple mask. But when and she's like super burly and tall. But when she takes it off, she's like this really attractive woman with like really long hair, and it's just funny as fuck. And I would recommend it. I had a blast with it. I'll give it like an 8.5. It was
nice.
Definitely something that caught me by surprise, and I've heard a lot of good things about it. Another one, random shit. Just I'm gonna give you a recommendation. I haven't personally seen it, but everyone says it's incredible. So, Dorohedoro is what people in Japan called seinen, which is directed more for like teenagers and adults. There's this anime on Amazon Prime called Vinlan Saga. It's about Vikings.
I've heard of that, actually. I heard a lot of good shit about that.
Yes. I haven't seen it yet. It's on my list. I'm going to get to it eventually. But it's 24 episodes. It's probably going to be coming back for more. It's on Amazon Prime. And it's about basically Vikings. And I've heard it's fucking awesome. So, yeah, if maybe somebody that's listening is like, cool. But yeah, so if you want to experience a fever dream and feel like you're on drugs when you're completely sober, watch Dorohedoro. It's a good time.
That's awesome. All right, so the reason that I actually said earlier that I pulled a William is because the movie that I'm talking about is only 45 minutes long.
Oh, boy.
And
How the fuck is that pulling a William?
Because you've done multiple movies that are only 45 minutes long.
I'm about to make you eat your words. Wait till I pull out mine.
Well, yeah, now, but you've done movies in the past. Anyways, the one that I'm talking about is The Garden of Words. This is streaming on Netflix.
That's actually on my list.
Oh, it is one of the most beautifully animated films I have ever seen. This film is just, it feels like one of these what do you call it? Oh my god, what is this guy's name?
Like some secret garden shit. I'm looking up like pictures of it.
So beautifully animated, honestly. That is what this film makes it stand out amongst everything else. The animation style that they used for this is just something to behold, and it's like scene after scene that you could just take still shots of and use it as backdrops. Because it's that beautifully animated, and the soundscape that they use in this film is fucking incredible. The actual film itself revolves around this 15-year-old wannabe shoemaker and...
Wannabe shoemaker?
Yes. And this 27-year-old woman that they meet up in like this garden area, and that's what you see, obviously, in like every picture that you pull up of it, is them two meeting in this garden that has... kind of this little like gazebo type of looking thing, and the whole catch is that this 15-year-old skips whenever it rains because that's the only time he's actually technically, quote unquote, allowed to skip. And
why is that?
It never really explains it. I'm guessing like his mom doesn't give a shit if he does. I don't know. Like there's no reason for that. It just sets up the plot. And the 27-year-old is basically drinking and eating chocolate whenever it rains, and she decides to go to this one park. I don't want to reveal anything of what is going on in her life because that's a major plot point. And this film has very little story on it. It's just an experience. It's 45 minutes of walking in the shoes of this person, and those 45 minutes feel a lot longer, but it's done very purposefully, and it feels like you're in this like living painting of this world.
Dude, I'm literally just looking at the theatrical poster of this movie, and it's fucking breathtaking, dude.
That poster is not an overestimation of what the animation is throughout the film. That's actually probably one of the less beautifully done scenes.
Say the name one more time.
The Garden of Words.
It's on Netflix also.
Yeah, and it's just like this kind of Monet style of animation. It feels like a freaking Monet painting gone to life, and it is breathtaking. I cannot explain enough. The storyline is not important when you're watching this movie. It really isn't. It's the experience of the film itself. This story-wise, I'd probably give it like maybe a 3 or a 4. Experience-wise of the film, watching it, it's 45 minutes long. It doesn't take long. You're not going to waste too much of your time if it's not your cup of tea. But it is fucking beautiful. The animation style, I'll probably give this a 9 just for the experience of watching it. It is incredible to be.
That's what I love about like OVAs and film, when the director has like a budget and they flex with the animation. You're just like, my God,
dude, I've never seen animation like this. This makes look like Your Name look like Child's Play. It's incredible, and you know how much I love that style.
Yeah, Your Name is a very pretty movie. Like
this, it challenges that. And let me tell you, some of those sequences are just, I want screensavers with those images on it.
I don't know, more than Monet, I would say it's probably more of a Michael Van Zyl, because Monet was more like, I don't know, Van Zyl is more about realism, and that's what it looks like, but that's just me being picky at this point.
It feels like the color. Okay, it feels like the color scheme of Monet paintings. There we go. Sorry, rather than the painting style itself.
Okay.
Ignorant slut.
Any other words, or are you just tossing it over to William?
No, that's honestly it. I definitely recommend, Branden. I think you'll really enjoy this.
Okay.
Again, just for the experience itself.
Okay, I'll check it out. It's on my list. I just haven't gotten around to it. But all right, round it out, William. What are you bringing for us?
I don't laugh when he says "round it out" to William.
Fat joke, you bald motherfucker. Out! I fucking hurt.
I love you, fat boy.
Anybody that doesn't know us would be like, damn, these people are really mean to each other.
No, but the fact that, like, if I laugh past a certain decibel, my ribs calmly remind me to shut the fuck up and sit down.
That's right, bitch.
By the way, really random, I liked your picture on Instagram, the little mini arc reactor that you have on your chest.
I need to stop buying cosplay parts from Wish.
Oh my God. All right, so William, what do you got for us?
I stumbled on a show on Netflix while I was just looking at different animes, and I used to watch a show growing up, which was a live action show, which looked a lot like Godzilla in the way that it was filmed. And now apparently they have made, I don't know if you can it be called anime if it's made in the style of anime but it's computerized?
Yeah.
Cool.
Dude,
awesome.
It's Japanese. Who gives a fuck, you know?
Yeah, it's Japanese. It's 13 episodes. They're about 25 to 35 minutes long each. Season 1, because there's only one season right now, of Ultraman.
I've actually never seen Ultraman. So Ultraman, for anybody that doesn't know, is like it's part of like this family of shows in Japan that is geared towards little boys, children. Like
it's kind of like Power Rangers. Just one guy, but he gets also like really, really big.
Yeah, so it's based on it's like Power Rangers is based on Super Sentai, and then there's also Kamen Rider, and then also Ultraman. They're all like hand in hand, and it's basically like live action anime, basically, for lack of a better term. Basically. But yeah, continue with your CGI, which I didn't even know was a thing.
Yeah, so basically they continue the story of Ultraman because it's Ultraman is now older and he's running this museum about Ultraman because he's like a national hero in Japan now, but below the museum floors is actually, it's like, imagine like a shield from Marvel, where there's like his son, like you find out that Ultraman is something that you're born with. It's kind of like in your DNA. but you still have to like harness it. It's not like, oh, you have Ultraman in your DNA, therefore, boom, you're Ultraman. No, you still gotta like pull him out and discover yourself, and you come to find out that there's actually more than one Ultraman. There's a couple of like story arcs as well, and then obviously at the end it all gets tied in together and left wide open for a season 2, which I'm hoping they will do. It was very interesting. It got me from the beginning, but also because I had a backstory on what Ultraman was, so it was kind of like cheating a little bit. But still, like, could have gone like horribly wrong. But it's done very nice. You know, it talks about one of our story arcs is like acceptance of, like, they use aliens as a metaphor, but obviously it's just like people that look different, people that are different, and accepting them and not always thinking that they're horrible people. And it's about finding yourself. It's about teamwork. There's so much stuff that happens like in 13 episodes that I'm like, holy shit, like this is actually done really, really well. I would call it by anime standards semi-graphic, because there's definitely some scenes that you're like, holy shit, like it's not like Lone Star graphics, if you know what Lone Star is, but it's also not Toonami 4 p.m. Dragon Ball Z fully edited graphics. So like it's somewhere in between. There is some blood of different colors and, you know, beheadings and people dying, but I really like it. It's, you know, like I said, it's only 13 episodes, so it's not like you're invested in this for like hours to come. And if you don't like it, you don't like it. You don't come back for season 2. Whatever, you know, it's all good. It's kind of like almost like it could be compared to Iron Man passing on the mantle and people taking up the Iron Man mantle. One thing that I will say about anime movies and shows, because it's same thing happened with the main review as well. I try to watch it in Japanese because I don't understand Japanese, but I will follow the subtitles, and I don't know any better than what is actually being said. Mm-hmm. But when I try to put it into English and then I leave the subtitles on, oh my god, it gives me a headache. Because what they are saying is not even close to what the closed captioning is. Yeah. And I'm like, who do I believe? I like the closed caption because to me, the closed captioning is the direct translation of if I was watching this in Japanese. So I tend to go with that more than like the dubbing, but it's still like such a pain in the ass because it's like you try to follow both and you're reading what is not being said, so then you rewind a little because you're like, all right, what did I actually miss? But I mean, that's my only gripe. But it's not about this show. It's about just Japanese translation or foreign translation as a whole. But I recommend it. I give it like a good 8 out of 10. Like I said, it's CGI'd, but it's done very well. And the cliffhanger is amazing. The twists and turns along the way are actually very well placed. A couple of them were predictable, but it happens. Some of them, even I was like, ooh, shit, didn't see that one coming. Cool. So I will try and find out when season 2 comes because I'm actually looking forward to it. And I don't really get too excited about anime now, as I was saying nowadays. But Ultraman definitely did it for me. Unfortunately, the original Ultraman show does not stream anywhere, or at least not anyway.
I'm gonna tell. There's a website called ShoutFactoryTV.com.
Oh, Shout Factory is amazing, by the way.
It's totally legal. This is not on a legal website. They stream. You can stream like the Super Sentai that basically Mighty Morphin Power Rangers is based off of. They have the entire series here. They have one of the Ultraman. I think Ultraman Leo was the one that I found. So if you're anybody that's listening, or maybe for you, William, Shout Factory TV. And
FactoryTV.com?
Yeah, .com. ShoutFactoryTV.com.
Hopefully you can Chromecast too, so I can just watch it on my TV.
Yeah, or just search up Ultraman and then Shout Factory TV on Google, and it should pop up or whatever.
Shout Factory also has like a bunch of horror movies too, if you're a fan.
Yes, they do. They do.
Which is fucking great. Because
So,
I used to buy their DVDs a lot.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah. Their DVDs are like, they're the, what do you call it, Criterion version of horror movies. It's fucking great.
Wow, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah.
You better not fucking cheat over there, dude.
Shut up. I'm adjusting it so you could see them.
I'm fucking kidding. I'm kidding.
Puta.
Puta.
All right.
Hoda.
All right, so we're going to spin the wheel of fun and see what we're going to be doing next week.
All right, hold on. So what are the categories? I see science fiction, anime, horror, action. You're going the wrong way. All right.
Action.
Naomi's pick.
Documentary. Carla's pick.
Drama. Samara's pick. And then comedy. Oh, I hope it's Samara's pick because she will fucking put.
How about if it lands for any girlfriend, whoever it's picking, it'll be their girlfriend. How about that?
I'm okay about that.
Lewis?
The what? Say that again?
He's saying like, whatever girlfriend it lands on, it doesn't matter, but it's the girlfriend whose ever week it is. So, like, in my week, if it lands on Naomi, it's technically, it diverts to Samara's pick.
Yeah.
Or if it lands on Carla, it'll be Samara's pick. So
yeah,
like,
exactly.
It goes with whatever week that is.
I'm good with that.
Okay.
All right. Samara's pick. We're watching Hamilton again.
No. Hold on.
Can you imagine?
Horror, yes! Yeah.
God damn it.
Okay, I was about to ask, I was like, where's the thing where's the little thingy? It's on the top. I totally forgot, yeah.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
So I just want to check something real quick. We are going with horror. That is not changing. Can you spin it again one more time?
Okay.
That's drama.
Drama.
All right, never mind. Because like last week we spun it once and it went to anime, and then we spun it again and it went to anime, and this week it went to horror, which is right next to anime. And I'm like, is there something wrong with the wheel that just that balances itself, up top, so we'll always get stuck with it?
No.
All right, horror.
I've done it a few times after the anime fiasco. I was like, let me try this and spin it a few times, and it came up with different things each time. I was like, okay, and all over the wheel too.
Okay, perfect. All right, so next week is William's turn, and it's going to be horror. So whenever this episode drops, which is, of course, on Fridays, and Lewis, of course, remembers.
Yes, I will.
He'll put up a poll with the two movies that William has picked, and you, the lovely listeners, can vote on it. You guys want to plug anything, each of you?
Honestly, just want to plug Movie Mainline. If you guys haven't already, please go check us out. I go on there probably about once a month now because just due to scheduling issues and stuff like that. But it's you're not part of it. Like you're not there every week. I am not. No, I don't have time.
Shit.
I don't.
Man.
Between one thing and another, it's too much stuff to do.
Okay. All right, William, do you have anything?
I'm gonna plug "Don't Fall in the Bathtub and Crack Your Ribs."
You should get one of those like no slip, mats to put in there.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, I've been taking fucking baths for like 40 fucking years. I have never, not once, fallen in the bathtub.
It's just
or
a
you
freak
could install
accident.
one of those handles, the viejita handle.
Oh my god, dude! My man just fucking called you an old fart, dude. You know what, William?
I'm going home. I'm actually home already. I'm gonna go pop a pill.
Violeta's,
it's a freak accident.
Violeta's shampoo and shit like that.
Oh, fuck off! No one will understand what the fuck that is unless they're Hispanic. All right. As I've been plugging every week, I haven't streamed in like a week, but catch me on Twitch, twitch.tv/TotoWiper. I've been playing Resident Evil, and I might stream Ghost of Tsushima just to see, just to show all of you lovely people how beautiful that game is.
Yeah, I finally subbed to you, dude.
I know you did. I said thank you.
No, you didn't, asshole. You're kind of like, yeah, you did. Bye.
No, when you subbed, I said thank you.
Oh, I didn't hear you.
He did.
You piece of shit. I always thank the person that subs.
Uh-huh.
And then you asked, I guess you didn't hear me, so you asked, and I was like, yeah, you did. You did. But whatever, yeah. So, and of course, if you enjoy our show, visit our sister site, diverselygeek.org, and our brother from another mother, John, over at YouTube at Narcotic Casserole. Thank you, William.
Thank you very much, sir. Hopefully next week will be a better week.
You'll be fine, bud. You'll be fine. Thank you, Lewis.
Thank you, Brandon.
As always, I'm Brendan, and we'll see you guys on the next episode of Man Bites Film. Cue the drums.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
I think I might do the Terminator drums.
Oh,
Ones I've been doing for like 3 months.
Not because of you. Just because.
You suck dick at the Terminator drums. This doesn't even sound like it.
Me?
Yes.
What are you talking about? Da-da-da-da-da-da. That's like the freaking Terminator drums.
No, it's
off key
how
a
is
little
it?
bit.
All I remember is da-na-na-na-na-na. That shit. I don't remember the fucking drum part.
The offbeat part of the song, not the main part.
Yeah, whatever, dude.
Repeats
Fuck
itself constantly.
it.